First we have got Brenna, then we got Chuyen, and well, Wuthering Waves' official Twitter account has just dropped the bombshell. We know who the next character is. Based on that drip marketing post, we got Chisa. Now, a lot of you already know Chisa was coming because we've seen glimpses of her animation and stuff in the trailers before, including their live streams as well. And yep, it's finally confirmed we're getting Chisa to come soon. And not only that, based on another drip marketing post, there is another new character coming out as well, which is actually pretty high because it's a 4-star character. Last time we got a 4-star character, it was like what, Lumi? And before Lumi was Yoo-hoo. The fact that I even remember those is already pretty crazy. The point being, there's not a lot of 4-stars at all. I think the only two newly introduced 4-stars are Lumi and Yoo-hoo. Wait, that is actually ridiculous. We'll be checking out both of these characters and their drip marketing, and overall discuss where the direction of the game is going, the character designs, their story behind, and just overall, what do people expect of these characters? First of all, we gotta check out the cool one. We got Chisa. We got a short archive about her character. Chisa is a I don't know how to read that, level-headed student from the Star Torch Academy. Based on the design, she is wearing the good old JK outfit, the high school girl outfit, which is a shred of danger to her. She's got a massive scissor. Her weapon is one of the coolest ones as well, given it's actually a scissor, just really big, and there's sort of this ruler measurement marked down one of the blades of the scissors. That's to the point of her characteristics as well. She thinks everything can be broken down, analyzed, and resolved. Basically, from what I understand, she is a nerd or like an honor student. But from a couple of stuff, we can kind of maybe think what she could be. First of all, given her weapon is a whole scissor, she would probably have a lot to do with slashing around, and she does have that whole swords girl vibe to her anyway. But then again, we know in Wuthering Waves, it's not that if a person looks like she's slashing enemies, that she's a DPS. We have tons of characters that look like they would do damage, but they're actually supports. For example, like Sanhua. So who knows what Chisa could be? Now, based on the good old eye test we see in this artwork right here, it's a combination of blue and red. So there are people like Kane Rexer who's saying that she might be a glacial 5-star. Well, she might as well also be a fusion 5-star, who knows, or just an entirely different element. But regardless of the case, we will have to wait until we see what her combat style looks like. But overall, she does look like the most anime girl swordswoman ever, right? It's the high school outfit with a cool blade. I think her design is very attractive, nothing too out of the ordinary. If I were to be run over by a truck and get isekai, this would be who I want the female MC to look like and to be. Now, thankfully, based on another post, we do see some animation with Chisa, and to explore the animation, we see some weaponry. We do see 2D animations of Chisa as well, which is of really high quality. She looks absolutely awesome and badass. Even her song and sound effects are pretty sick. Based on the text, we do see a couple of more interesting facts about her. Chisa sees weakness in the form of threats, hence why the whole scissor aesthetic. Upon analyzing the structure of an observed target, she identifies and then severs the enemy's weak threats, unveiling their structural integrity in one sharp cut from the scissors in her hand. At least from what it reads, it seems that Chisa has a lot to do with unveiling someone's weakness and helping you exploit their weakness as well. So maybe she's an initiator or support character that could also deal damage, which is in my opinion what's very popular currently, with a lot of the characters doing something similar, where not only they can support you, they can actually just do damage as well. Someone like Yuno comes to mind. On top of some top tier memes from the comment section like Rover's next wife. Seriously though, every female probably has a date planned for Rover in the story, man. A lot of people are actually very hyped about this character for sure. Now, I will say a lot of people are hoping she's a support, and there are also people hoping she's a DPS though. I myself don't mind either, but if I were to choose, I actually hope that she's more of a usable support in multiple teams so that I could just have more fun with her. But either works for me, right? She is an absolutely awesome character, and it's just maxed out in terms of attractiveness. I'll actually rank Chisa right below or about the same as Yuno in terms of attractiveness. I really love her, man. And that would be Chisa. In terms of her team comp and what she does, we don't know anything about them yet, but it is absolutely valid for Chisa to potentially bring in a new playstyle, considering we just have Galbretta, and Galbretta is more of a direct damage dealer currently. We're just trying to crit and deal crit damage, stuff like those, with the unique part being she can wield 2 types of damage output. Chisa could be someone similar, or she might be able to bring in a new type of damage output as well. We'll have to check it out. Let me know what you think Chisa's gonna be and if you're hyped up for her. I think I'll absolutely go all in on her, and we'll see how good she performs. I'll straight up say it, design wise, I love Chisa more than like anyone currently. I might consider skipping every battle right now just for Chisa. She looks honestly breathtaking. Now with that said, we just got posted another new character as well being drip marketed. We got Buling, and the part where she's most interesting is that she is a 4-star character. As mentioned, we don't ever have a lot of 4-star characters. In fact, I kind of question the point of 4-stars because there's only about like 3 or 4 4-stars that you'll ever use. Those being Sanhua, Baijin, more Teffy, maybe Young or Danjin for some, you know, Dark Souls type 1 HP clears. But the rest of it, you don't really get a chance at using them too much, which does make 4-star a questionable existence in Wuthering Waves. Like, you kind of just have them, and outside of a couple, you never really use them, right? For a while, I would think 4-stars are just forgotten because it's been so long since we've seen another 4-star, which I am glad to see a new one right here, and I do think they could release more 4-star for sure. They don't have to change too much of the meta, but I would love for them to be able to bring in some fun, unique effects, or maybe playstyles like Dungeon, where it's very particular. You gotta be at low HP. It's high risk, high reward. These are the stuff that I think 4-star is best designed with. While 5-stars are characters that make sense and perform really well, as long as you play them correctly, 4-stars can most certainly be characters that perform well only if you play very specifically, or perhaps you could treat them like another option if your 5-star support or 5-star DPS are occupied. In terms of Buling, we definitely don't know what she's doing yet, but given her text of exorcism, talisman divination, fortune telling, you name it, my guess is that she's somewhat of a healer or supporter, given her archive as well that says she gives guidance for those in need. Or who knows, maybe she just throws talisman at her enemies and deal damage. That could most certainly happen as well. Now, apart from just the hilarious memes like, it's been 3,000 years, that's said by the Twitter accounts, and of course the good old upcoming wife for Rover, it is interesting that they chose Buling specifically as the 4-star because there were so many other potential characters, as mentioned here, that they could have chosen instead for the 4-star option, but I personally don't think it's terrible. Like, I love her too, and she looks okay. What I would love to see is just for more NPCs that isn't really like a playable character yet. If they're not going to be a 5-star, just turn them into 4-stars and increase the amount of options we have with 4-stars, right? That would be absolutely ideal, and I do think Buling being added into the game is a good first step. We do need a lot more 4-stars for sure. There's way too many 5-stars compared to 4-stars, and I will say that is an issue with a lot of games currently that I'm playing, like Star Rail as well. Been forever since I see the 4-star in Star Rail, and it's still tough to really balance 4 and 5-stars, where a lot of the times people would just pull the 5-stars and not play the 4-stars, right? In the end, I do think the best way to inspire players to try out 4-stars is to make them someone like Dungeon. They have a unique capability to perform really well at the level of 5-stars, but you need to play very specifically, for instance, like low HP. But in any case, we do see some animations with Buling as well, featuring her weapon, which looks like whatever that was, right? A bento? It's definitely not. It's something that has to do with like feng shui or divination, but that seems to be her weaponry, and yep, that is Buling. In terms of potential element, well, she looks blue, so I would assume she might be Glacial, but then again, a double Glacial character with Chisa and Buling, kind of not likely, but you never know. Color palette is not everything, right? Now, based on the next post on Buling, they did mention Buling's resonance ability enables her to pick out sounds imperceptible to others and bestow an exceptional sensitivity to reverberation frequencies. From the wording itself, I doubt she's like a main DPS that goes in hard and attacks, but then you also get someone like Lupa, which looks like a main DPS, but is actually a supporter, so you never really know in this case. I do notice the final sentence of the post though. In answer, thunder crashes and lightning flashes, and all evils are repelled. This could actually mean she's an electro DPS, if anything, where all evils are repelled. But overall, these are just thoughts and opinions. Feel free to share yours. Now, I do see an interesting comment being brought up though, where thunder crashes and lightning flashes, surely not an electro 4-star, right? And the reason behind is a 4-star spectral frazzle character to free up Rover makes more sense, given that there are no other 4-star spectral character in general. You would think this is perfect time for them to add one and then free up Rover in the spectral frazzle Zanny team, yes? I mean, who knows though, this could most certainly still happen. I do think that makes a lot of sense, because with the coming versions, Rover will certainly have to be moved around even more, when right now you might be already using Rover for the Cartetia team. You might not have her be open for the spectral frazzle team. If Buling were to be a character that can be used for spectral frazzle teams while being low budget to build and to obtain being a 4-star, that seems actually very helpful, and it's high quality of life. So that would be what I prefer for Buling to be a spectral frazzle character, for Chisa to be a character with new archetypes just like they've done, with a lot of the 5-star testing new styles of damage output, new styles of buffing, and overall it's just fun times in Wuthering Waves as usual, because whatever you can complain about, one thing you cannot complain about would be the quality of their character designs, the sheer entertainment in their attack combos, and everything in between. There's probably going to be another drip marketing soon, but I just thought having a 4-star being shown was pretty hype, and I wanted to share with people, and let's just see what everyone is thinking, right? Feel free to share in the comment section down below, and that'll be all for today. A pretty short one, and yo, we could get up the usual guides and stuff more. I've been a bit burnt out lately, so we'll be trying to get back to the swing of things now, and that'll be all. Take care.